Hey everybody, I just wanted to give everybody an update on what I've been doing um, over the last 2 years. I mean, I know a lot of you know I became a travel agent, but a lot has happened since I first became a travel agent, and I haven't done a real good job of keeping everybody up to speed on what I've been doing. So, consequently, when I started being a travel agent, I had these reminders on my calendar for at the end of every month that I should do a reflection video reflecting on what I've learned in the past month, right? We'll get to that later, but at the end of the day, that's why I'm doing this video. But before I can do my reflection for this month, I want to bring you up to speed, kind of summarize what's been going on since you might have found out that I was a travel agent. So, because it's been a very busy world, right? So 2 years ago, after we sold our business, I became a travel agent, and at the beginning of 2023, right? So I guess that it's almost 2 years ago, and I put my website together. I did a lot of work on learning travel and learning how to work in the travel industry and everything else that first month. But I didn't get a lot of support from the host agency that I was working with at the time. Had all the tools, but wasn't getting a lot of effective mentorship on how to be and work in the travel industry as a travel agent. So at the beginning of this year, I found a new opportunity for me with a different host agency that provided much more effective mentoring, coaching, and engagement. And it was more about selling travel than the other host agency was. So I made the switch. And once I made the switch, I mean, the difference was night and day. So now I'm with the Avoya Travel Network. And they're providing me not only with all of the tools and more tools than I had before, but they're also providing me with the training and the mentorship or the mentoring for me to use those tools effectively. So I've been working on that since March of this year, right? Selling travel, working with new clients. They send me leads, which is fantastic because one thing's for certain is that until you need to start working with people to get the experience to do a good job. And I've had people who've been there to help me do that good job along the way as I've worked with these new clients that I've gotten, and it's been a blessing. It's been a fantastic experience. I've helped people do family trips, bringing people in from international countries and doing a big family trip all together on a beautiful cruise ship. I'm help a wonderful lady who loves to do just short little weekend trips, and she bounces out all the time. I have to keep track of her travel calendar, and this is all thanks that I have these clients. It's all thanks to the fact that I switched host agencies, right? And so I'm now working with this new host agency, the Avoya Network, and I'm really excited about that. So that's the biggest thing that's happened since you might have heard that I became a travel agent, right? But I've been building on our website, and during the whole time of working with Avoya, getting up to speed with Avoya and things like that, I've not been able to stay on top of my website and stuff. I've been too invested in learning everything that Avoya has wanted me to learn. But I'm able now to start. We've been able to start getting back to work on that. Jay, who's my graphic and web designer, you should reach out to him if you need any work done. He does a fabulous job. But Jay has also been busy because he just graduated from college, and he's been very busy, making that adjustment. But he too has now gotten to a point where things are a little settled in, and he's back at it, and we're working together to get that website much more polished and more functional and useful for everybody. So I'm really excited about that coming up and coming down the line here. I mean, in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be some big changes to it. So I'm really excited about that. And then on top of that, so when I first started with Avoya, I had to be on a 6-month probationary contract. I completed that at the beginning of September. And now that that's done, I am able to hire travel agents into my travel agency. And I'm very excited about building my sales team and my sales force for my travel agency. One of the reasons I wanted to get back on here and start doing my videos, because I really want to promote my travel agency through my videos and talk to people about, all of the cool, fun stuff that they like to do. So, anyway, if you are even interested in just like, wow, I had never thought about being a travel agent. Maybe you only want to do it part time. Maybe you want to, you want a complete career change. Who knows? Whatever it is, I'll put my details in the detail. I'll put my information in the details. You can shoot me an email, and we can get started on finding a time to discuss it and see if that's something that's right for you. So that'll be cool. But like I said, I'm interested in getting this started, or excited about getting this started. Not interested in it. I've already started it, but I'm excited about getting it going, and bringing on a bunch of people who are as passionate about travel, and people having, fantastic experiences with their family and friends. I'm excited to bring them on board and have them help me grow this community. So that'll be very cool. Let's hear. Also, we've been building the following in the Facebook group, but I haven't been doing a lot with it lately. Let's be honest. But it's, because I've been making this big transition with my, with my host agency and stuff, and learning a lot of new things. So I haven't had time to do that. But now, as we're rolling into things, and I see, so right now, something I've learned after, getting a lot of great learning, education, and training at Avoya, is that this part of the year for the travel agency industry, this is known as the shoulder season. Like, wow, I didn't even know there was such a thing. Yeah, me neither. That's one of the reasons why I, changed host agencies, so I could learn things like this. So what is the shoulder season? Basically, everybody's done going on their summer vacations, right? And they're all rolled into school, and the normal fall routine. Football's back, all that stuff, right? We got Halloween coming up, Thanksgiving, bang, holiday season. We got all that stuff, and everybody's kind of, keeping their powder dry, because they know they have a busy late fall and early winter season ahead of them. So there's not a lot of business going on right now, right? Everybody's done their traveling. About Black Friday is when things will start to pick back up. So I got to get this stuff rolling here right now during this shoulder season before Black Friday. So when Black Friday rolls around, I can bring out all of the sales and let you know where the great deals are, right? I can post them up, put them on my website, put them on my Facebook page, put them on the, in the Livin Life N Style social group, do all of those things to keep everybody ready, for that coming on. So anyway, that's one of the reasons I'm making this video today, because I had that reminder. It was the end of the month. It's time to do monthly reflections. And I'm like, I can do this big summary, kind of get everybody up to speed on what I've been doing. And then after I do that, I can start making more of these videos on the regular and make this part of my marketing efforts. And so I'm excited about doing that, and keeping everybody up to speed on, just what kind of cool stuff is going on and going around. So what else? All right. Some of a couple of you have probably have actually been on the trip. So last year within the last year, I guess it's a little more than the last year now, because last September 2023, we did our first little Livin Life N Style group trip. It was a small group, but we went and we had a freaking blast on Virgin Voyages, right? We took the Scarlet Lady. We went out to Key West. We went out to Bimini in the Bahamas, right? Richard Branson's private beach club. It was awesome. We had a great time. We had a night in Miami, had a night at the beginning in Miami, and a night in the, on the return in Miami. Miami is awesome, at least to visit. I don't know that I'd want to live there, but it's definitely one of the cooler cities I've visited. So I need to go back. Well, because there's cruises there, but I need to go back because I need to see more of Miami too. But anyway, point being, we had a great time on that Virgin Voyages trip. We did our second group trip in April of this year. We were on Virgin Voyages once again. And with that Virgin Voyages trip, the group was a little bit bigger. We all had a great time. Well, yeah, we all had a great time. And Ian knows what I'm talking about. When he watches this video, he's going to laugh at that. Anyway, we all had a great time, and we were on the Valiant Lady this time. And we went and we toured the Western Caribbean, and we hit Costa Maya in Mexico. We hit Roatan in Honduras, and then of course we come back because every Virgin Voyages trip in the Caribbean makes a stop at the beach club with Bimini, and so we did that, and that's always a good time. And so that was this April, and that was a fantastic trip. I love it, and we're going to do more. Matter of fact, there will be information coming out soon about the next Virgin Voyages group trip, but that's not the next group trip. And we'll explain that afterwards. The next group trip right now, it's already booked. It's ready to go. I'm already taking reservations for it. It is on June 13th of 2025. It is a I should have had the stats here, but it's a 7-day cruise. It goes out of Los Angeles on Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas. We will be sailing from Los Angeles to Cabo San Lucas, then on to Mazatlan in Mexico, and finally to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico, my wife's favorite spot on the planet. We will be heading out there, and then back to Los Angeles. So June 13th through June 20th is when we will be doing that. We have some great, some fantastic amenities to go along with our group. So, the bigger the group, the more the amenities. That will be fantastic as well. So I will be having more information come out about that in the next week or so. A little bit of my production schedule has kind of been screwed up because of some personal issues. But that's not the point of this video, so we'll move on. But at the end of the day, the group trip is ready. If you're interested, reach out to me. Like I said, my details will be in the details section. My contact information will be in the details section of the video, and I'd be happy to talk to you about more about that for next summer. It could be a great opportunity for you to have a special family trip for your family vacation next summer. And then the next group trip after that will be the next Virgin Voyages group trip. We will be doing it. At least right now it's planned to be, it'll be the Virgin Voyages group trip, and that will be probably in September. I haven't picked the actual trip yet. Ian, if you have suggestions, let me know. Anybody else, if you have suggestions on what Virgin Voyages trip you would like to go on, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. But I will be getting that arranged and that block of rooms reserved here in the next couple weeks, and I will have information out about that as well. So we'll have a family trip in June, right? Family trip in June on the Royal Caribbean, going to the Pacific side of Mexico, and then we'll have our adults only trip. That will be in September, maybe early October. Got to be careful in that time of the year because of hurricane season. So we'll see exactly when we pick, but it'll probably be like late September, early October, and it'll be adults only on Virgin Voyages. Beyond that, we don't have a lot initially planned, but more will be coming out. And it'll be about, as we get started here, the idea is I'm going to have a different group trip about every 3 months. And then, as things grow, hopefully I have, more than one a month that people, can choose to participate in. And Enjoy all those fantastic added amenities because you traveled with Livin Life N Style Travel and on our signature trips. All right. So that's coming up. That's coming soon. I'm really excited about that. I still haven't even gotten to my monthly reflections yet. This is just all getting you up to speed on what's been going on um with my business, right? So we will be getting to that. I'm also going to try to trial balloon people. If you don't like it, tell me. Maybe it's something that some of you like and others don't, but I'm going to start having some parties in the group, right? Um, I'll send out invites to everybody in the group. If you want to participate, participate. If you don't. Um, but it was an idea I had, and I thought it might be fun for some people in the group. So we will be having some parties, some merch parties coming up over the next few weeks. And I've already talked to some people. I think they intend to join me. But what I'm going to end up doing is having a business networking group live stream. I plan on doing it weekly on Wednesdays. So if you have a small business, you like referral business, and you want to meet with um, small business owners here in the community, because this is going to be in our Livin Life N Style community. But most, like the overwhelming majority of the people in my Livin Life N Style social group are from the Kansas City area. So just so you know, most of these small business owners will be from the Kansas City area. However, if you are from out of the area, but you can, engage in business in the Kansas City area, and you would like, because that's going to be the majority of the people who are watching, at least as we get started here. If I get other demographics, I'll let you know. But right now, like almost everybody in my sphere is at least in some way in or around the Kansas City area. So keep that in mind. But I do have a list of people that I've already talked to. And like I said, if you're outside of the Kansas City area, but you can do, reaching out to people within the Kansas City area is a benefit to you, then you too could be on my live stream. That'd be fantastic. Um, but it's just going to be a general networking lunch. We'll talk about things, we'll have topics, and we'll discuss them amongst ourselves as it relates to our individual industries. Um, let everybody know what we have going on that's, new, exciting, or something we're promoting at the time. And it'll be for like an hour. Right now, I think the plan will probably be for it to be from like 12:30 to 1:30, maybe 12 to 1, maybe 11:30 to 12:30. I don't know exactly yet, but that's what the plan's going to be. Here over the next couple of weeks, I will be putting together the attendees for the meeting, and we will get it set up and started, and we'll just see how it goes. The more the merrier. We'll have an invite list. We'll have a sign up sheet, and if you want to join, because I'm only going to have limited space every week, but I'm willing to shuffle people in and out. Lots of people aren't going to be able to make it every week, so I would like to have a lot of people who would like to participate. I really look forward to it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Kind of socializing and meeting other small business owners. I think it's a good idea, and so we're going to give it a try. Right? We're going to give it a try. Maybe everybody hates it and it sucks, and then we probably won't do it anymore. But we're going to at least give it a good whirl and see if we can make it fun for a little bit. And if we get some traction, we'll stick with it. Let's see here. What else? Oh, yeah. All right. So I've already talked to people in my fantasy football league. My team sucks, but it's getting better. So I'm not out of the playoffs, and I'm gunning to be the dark horse in this season. So I'm really excited about that. But point being, I have a really fun fantasy football group that I'm in, and we have a very lively chat, and everything, and it's pretty funny. And so anyway, The idea being, I used to do a thing called Third Thursday Social, and we would go, it wasn't even that long ago, but we would go out to a local establishment here in Kansas City, and it's just for everybody to get together, hang out, and have a chill time. And it was, mildly successful, I guess. I think, I really wanted it to be a lot more successful, um, but we had a few good groups come out a couple of different times for a couple of different events, and that was fun. And I'd like to get back to that at some point in time, but right now that's just not the thing. So what I'm going to do in lieu of that, in absence of that, I am going to go to having a Thursday night social live stream, and it's going to start with my fantasy football group, because they have Thursday night football, and so we're all going to turn on Thursday night football, and we're probably going to make fun of Thursday night football. We're going to talk crap on each other's fantasy football teams, and I don't know, maybe we'll discuss some other things that are tangentially. I don't know which way it's supposed to go, but anyway, related to either football, the NFL, what's going on this weekend, sports. I'm sure we'll probably touch on the World Series. Whatever, just some lively topics, because we're gonna, a fun group of guys, and it looks like fun. But it doesn't. At the end of the day, I don't intend for it to be just I keep wanting to say Final Fantasy, my fantasy football group. It's not just going to be relegated to that. I hope to bring any of my friends on. If you'd be interested in being on the Thursday night show, I'm interested in having you join us. Obviously, I do have to vet anybody who is going to be on my live stream, because I can't have you getting me kicked off of platforms and stuff because you don't know how to behave yourself. But I'm really interested in a lot of fun people joining us on the Thursday night social group. And once football season, we got a lot of weeks left of football. Once football season's over, we have college basketball, baseball will be coming back. So there'll be all kinds of fun sports to talk about. The idea of the live stream is, at the bar, at the pub, at the dinner table, wherever you like to have, conversations with people about, the stuff going on in the world, the fun stuff, going on in the world, things you'd like to do type of stuff. That's what that conversation's about. And so anyways, we're going to be getting those started here. Well, initially the idea was going to be to do it this Thursday, but this Thursday is tomorrow, and today is the 30th, which means tomorrow is the 31st. Yeah, we can't do it on Halloween. So we're not starting on Halloween. We're going to be starting next Thursday is the plan. So be on the lookout for that. I'm excited. We'll live stream it. I'll live stream it on YouTube. And I hope I'm able to live stream it on Facebook as well. That's my hope. We'll see. So anyway, so I got that going for us, and I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to use, quite honestly, I'm going to use all of these live streams to promote my Livin Life N Style travel business. So that's the idea, right? I like socializing. I like having a good time. And so to do that, that's what I want to do. That's how I want to do it. All right. Okay. One thing, please like and share this video. All right. I'm not done, because I'm about to do my monthly reflection, but please like and share this video. I'd really appreciate if you go to my website, sign up for my newsletter. I have actually multiple newsletters that go out about travel. I'm getting ready to start developing a blog, so I'm excited about that. Well, actually, we've already started it, but it was kind of like right there in line with the website. Once I got started with Avoya, doing the blog stuff kind of had to go by the side for a bit while I learned how to do what I needed to do to be a good travel agent. So did those things, but yeah, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my newsletter. All of those things would be very grateful. I'd be very appreciative if you would do that. Sorry, I'm trying to look at you in the camera, but occasionally I got to look at some other things. So that's where my head's going. I got multiple screens up here. Got to make sure I'm. But if there's anything I'm trying to remember to do, to say, etc., etc. Obviously, I'm looking at my notes here a lot. I'll get better at these as we do them. That's one of the things. I've been a procrastinator for a long time, and this is one of those things that allows, is like, hey, don't let perfect, the fact that it's not going to be perfect or it's not going to look really good or any of that stuff, don't let that stop you. And I've had a real hard time digesting that, but I'm at the point where it's like, you know what, this is what I need to do and this is what I like to do, so I'm going to get on here and do it. And if it sucks, it sucks. Oh, by the way, this is part of my monthly reflection. But if it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and that's fine. And if I keep doing it, I'll get more comfortable and I'll do a better job as I move along. That's the general plan, right? So what did I learn in the month of October? I mean, I learned a lot in the month of October. It's been really busy. I've had family things come up that have really slowed my progress in my working on my business. But family is always most important. So I don't regret any of that. I'll shut it all down if that's what I have to do, to help my family out. That's the way I've always, kind of conducted my life. Is I've helped support my family. Whether that's, my family when, as my, as a kid with my dad and working my dad's antique mall, or whether that was, with my wife and doing everything I had to do to help support us as a family, in the way that was best for us. Um, you know, and so anyways, things, family things have kind of slowed down my progress this month, and that's okay. But I've really got to get things ramped up because we have Black Friday coming up. I need to have marketing materials ready and out the door prior to that, and then I need to have all kinds of marketing ready to roll out on the week of Black Friday. So that's a really big thing. But it's been nice that I've had this slower period, without a lot of leads, without a lot of new customers. I've got one lady, she's keeping me plenty busy, and a couple of other people, who have inquired about some stuff looking into next year. So I've been able to stay busy with, with new clients and past clients, but I've had enough extra time since I didn't have as many clients. I was swamped, at least, as a new guy who's learning how to do all this stuff and handle the leads and process, new clients and things. I got swamped through July and August, because August I also had my family trip, but I was super busy with new clients, new leads, selling cruises. It was kind of crazy, and I couldn't focus on the other stuff. Now I've got it down where it's, I've got a steady stream of leads, but it's not too many. It's not overwhelming. I'm selling travel, but at the same time, I have time to start focusing on doing more of these marketing things, like this video, like the live streams I was talking about. I'm looking forward to doing all of those things, and I'm been able to kind of put some of the groundwork in place to make those things happen. I've also been able to start working on what it will take to add travel agents to my agency, so we can build a larger team that'll make doing these marketing videos and things like that easier and quicker, and my time won't have to be broken up as much. So I'm really excited about all of the things that have been coming along, particularly in the month of October. It's been really exciting. as we've been building it. But man, as I look at everything I've gotten done, these are all things I thought I would have had done last year. And sometimes when you're starting something, you have an idea of exactly how it should go, and it doesn't go that way, right? And you have to kind of go back and start from scratch, start from ground one, and start over. And that's kind of what I feel like switching my host agency was doing. It's kind of like, okay, it wasn't that because I already had all the knowledge that I got from the training that they did provide at the other host agency. I still had that, right? But now it's about building the business of getting customers, getting clients, finding leads, getting prospects, and all of that stuff. And none of that was really mentored or trained with the other host agency. But once I got with Avoya, it was right, and they get you jump started with some leads that they generate for you, right? And they don't even charge you for them, right? That you only have to, I only have to pay Avoya for leads that I close. Other than that, I get my leads, right? Now they give me less leads if I close less leads, and they give me more leads if I close more leads. So it's a fair system, but at least has given me leads that I've been able to work with and get new clients. But now that we're in shoulder season, now I'm able to focus on getting my clients, because when I get my clients, I make more money. And I would much rather have a lot of my own clients that I generate than clients that I got through Avoya. I love the clients that I've got through Avoya. One of them is my favorite client. But I would also like to get more client. Can I get a bigger share of the leads that I generate on my own? So I would like to have a bigger share. That's what it boils down to. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I realized over the course of this month, was that, like, it wasn't because I was necessarily slacking. It was just that my plate was full, and you can only have room for so much. But now that I've gotten to an understanding of how to manage my leads, manage my time, right? Manage my work. And there's a lot inside of that, maybe it'll be a video I do someday. We'll talk about, different aspects of what I had to put together just to get my, business up off the ground. Um, but hey, man, I ain't got, I'm my own boss. um, but yeah, I mean, that's really what I learned over the course of this month, that I really have gotten a lot done, and it's just a matter of sometimes you got to take smaller bites. You can't do all of the things, right? And you got to find an order in which to do them, and then you kind of have to settle in and focus on the things that are going to be most productive to you making money, and put those things first, which is something that I got to be honest is always been a problem for me, because I focus on too much of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, as opposed to stuff that I need to be doing, out in front of the curtain. And, these videos are going to be kind of a step in the direction of getting out from behind the scenes and stepping in front of the curtain to promote my business, because I feel like for the most part, I've got a lot of the internal stuff in place. Sure, there's always going to be tweaking and stuff, but at this point in time, I think the biggest thing I need to do for my business is get out and let people know about my business. I think it's time for that. I think I'm ready to take on those new clients, and earn their business. But at the same time, this time last October, um, I don't know that I felt that way. I don't know that I was ready to take on clients uh, in the amount in which I started taking them on with Avoya. I really don't. But that's what you have to do. As that's what you have to do as a business owner. You have to put the systems in place that are going to allow for success into the future. And a lot of the times, putting those systems in place takes a lot more time than you thought it would. right? And maybe I should have documented this. Maybe that should have been my videos all this time, is like just documenting, like, okay, day, whatever. I could have done that. I'd probably be much more comfortable with these videos by now if I had. And maybe that'll be part of what I do moving forward. But at the time, I was just overwhelmed. And so I didn't get to make my videos. But now I've made this one, and we're just about done. I really appreciate you watching. That is kind of what I've learned for the month of October. God, I'll be ready for the end of the month of November, because all of the crazy will be over. At least it'll at least be muted for a few weeks. Maybe we can get through Christmas a little peaceful. That'd be great. But yeah, those are my monthly reflections for the month of October. My name's Eric Tiemann. My company is Livin Life N Style. My website is livinlifeandstyle.com. You can reach me at eric@livinlifeandstyle.com, or you can call me at 816-744-1405. Be happy to talk to you. Happy to talk to you about any of the things we discussed on the today on the video. If you were curious about being a travel agent, give me a call. If you are interested in the group trips, give me a call. Shoot me an email. Be happy to talk to you about it. If you want to be a guest on the Business Networking live stream, still got to come up with a name for it, but give me a call. We'll talk. If you're interested in being a guest on the Thursday night social, give me a call. Shoot me an email. Let's talk. You have to be a member of the Livin Life N Style social group if you're going to be a guest on the shows. But the good news is, being a member of the Livin Life N Style social group is free. You just have to join, or send me an email and tell me you want to join, and I'll send you the link. What else? Yeah, basically, Eric Tiemann, that's me. My company is livinlifeandstyle.com. Livin Life N Style. We do travel. We're going to be doing other things as well. We're going to be doing videos, all kinds of stuff. I'm really excited. This has been my monthly reflections for the month of October. I should have been doing these for a while, but I decided this was the day to get all this off my chest. I will be back with more at the end of November with a reflections video, but there will be many more videos between now and the month of November, end of the month of November, before my reflections video, because I plan to start doing these videos on the regular again. I'm excited about it. I really appreciate it. Please like and share the video. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you be of any interest to you whatsoever, if there's travel that you like to do, please go to my website, www.livin, that's Livin Life N Style, LivinLifeNStyle.com. Go to livinlifeandstyle.com and sign up for my newsletter. That would be fantastic. We'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. I'm out. Have a great day. Oh, I should say, have a great day. I'm out.